This is Kirk Franklin, and I just want to say these damn kids don't appreciate shit. You just had to whoop their ass and kick them on their fucking neck and knock their motherfucking ass out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. This is Kirk Franklin. You listen to the X and Y show.
The opinions expressed on the X and Y show are the sole opinions of the host. Please note, there is no intentional desire to offend any member of the listening audience. With that said, if you still feel offended, tough shit.
It's time for the X and Y show with your host, Mr. Roosevelt. He talks about man topics, lady topics, and relationships. He talks about love, sex, and infidelities. He even gives good tips. There is no other show that compares to the X and Y show.
Oh yeah. Sit back, take your clothes off, and relax. It's time for the X and Y show, where real relationship issues are talked about and addressed. The only place on the planet that tackles the topics that everyone wants to talk about, but no one is brave enough to address. Nothing escapes X and Y, baby. Now, here's your host, Roosevelt Colbert.
And greetings. Welcome to another segment of the XY Show. And I'm your host, Roosevelt. Oh, Thanksgiving has just passed, and I'm running behind again. But it's not my fault this time. I owe you this episode, and I still owe you another one. Because, no, I don't. When I do this one, we squared up. It's just a little late. But this is what happened. My other laptop just fucked up. I just can't deal with it no more. And it's just obsolete. And I just, I said, you know what? It conked out on me. It didn't conk out, but it was just moving so slow. It took years to open up just a simple Excel book. So I was like, I got to get rid of this shit. I can't do this shit no more. I had it for like 9 years. So I kept it longer than I usually keep a laptop. Usually I keep a laptop about 5 years. Give a little, take a little. But I don't know why I kept, well, yeah, I do know why. Because when you switch a laptop, you got to do all that shit over again. You got to switch out your email. Then you got to save all your passwords again on a new computer. And you just got to transfer all these damn files. And that shit takes forever. So I was prolonging that. I was procrastinating because I didn't want to do all that shit. But I can't take it no more. I couldn't take it. So I went and I bought a laptop from Best Buy Friday. Freaky Friday. Black Friday. Got a good deal, usually I don't do that shit. But I needed a laptop, so I went and got one. It was $1,300 regular price. I got it for like $7 something. And it's a good laptop, touchscreen. I don't care about that though, but it's fast, lightning fast. But I gotta transfer all these files and a lot of shit. So I'm still not done. Matter of fact, I'm still transferring my podcast through the old one until it's up to speed. So I'm going to try to get a lot done tonight. But anyway, that's why I'm late. It's not because I'm just fucking off. I was doing shit. But, and I'm trying to get the fuck out of Florida. I'm serious. I got to get out of here. We finally getting a cold front tonight. It feels good. Damn. It feels good. I drove home with my window down. It's like 55. It's going to get in the 40s, and that shit feels good. But it's only going to be here for like 2 days. and then we'll be back in the 80s again. I got to get the fuck out of Florida. But hope everyone had a nice Thanksgiving. Hope you had a nice turkey. Or if you're a vegan, I don't know what the fuck y'all eat for Thanksgiving, but turkey or ham. You deep south folks, chitlins and rice and greens and stuffing and dressing, whatever you prefer. Pies. I hope everybody had a good time with family. And you showed, you told everyone, what are you thankful for? And, while we was eating and praying, I was thinking about what am I thankful for, And I'm thankful for a lot. But I think that, I don't know, a lot of shit be going through my head now. And since I don't have a family, like, my family, it's almost like I don't feel like I'm fully thankful when it comes to Thanksgiving. If that makes sense. A lot of you saying, no, that don't make sense, Roosevelt. I think that you get the full thankfulness when you have your family there. You have your kids, your loins, your people that come from your nuts, are at the dinner table. It's a little bit. It means a little bit more. At least that's what I think. I don't know. Maybe it don't mean shit, but I think if my family, my kids from my nuts, was sitting around the table, it would be a little bit more thankful. But I am thankful, for my immediate family. My siblings were there. My mom, she's still with us. So I am thankful for that, but I just think it'd be even more special if you had your offspring. But anyway, I was just thinking about that. This month is flying. This month has flown by. It's already the 29th. It's 2 more days in November. 2 more days in the month of November. Do you believe this? I was just playing Earth, Wind, and Fire around September, the bird months beginning. And then the next day it was fucking Halloween. And then Thanksgiving was 2 days away. Now it's done past. And now we're 2 days from December. Christmas will be here tomorrow. I love the bird months, but it seems like to me, the bird months go by quicker. Or it's just, I'm getting old. It seems like the bird months just fly by. 1 month is September 1st, the next month is New Year's Eve. And this is the best time of the year, and it just flies by. We only got 1 more month in the bird months. I don't believe it. And then, we're getting in January. Now, if I was somewhere cold, maybe I'll feel a little better. Because, January, February, March, most places it's still cold. But Florida, shit. January, February don't mean shit. So it's like when December goes, that's it. But anyway, hey, it is what it is. Just take it as we go. That's all we can do. But tonight's episode, I want to talk about something that I was also thinking about. I think I seen something on TV I think it was like married couples and, they were in love. And I just thought about something that I thought I wanted to talk about. For those of you who are married and those of you who are wanting to get married, right? Tonight's episode is, do you want to fall in love or lust? Do you want to fall in love or lust? Now, when I was younger, because I'm not, I'm not immune to this as well. I have needs and, I have eyes and things I like to look at. You all know that I like hairy pussies, right? That's that. You know, when I was younger, that's all I wanted. You know, a fine woman with a hairy pussy. You know, I know it's not asking for much, but now I want big titties too. Um, but you know, I'm. It's not a must for me. But you know, I do like to look at shit, right? You know, I'm like any other man. I like big titties. I would look at the woman with the big titties before I look at the woman with the tic tacs. You know, you know, the mosquito bites and shit. I will look at that woman with the big titties. It's not that I'm shallow, right? It's just that they look better. And I just, come on, fellas. Come on, please understand that. It's nothing against women with small, teeny tiny titties, you know, the tic tac titties. Nothing against you at all. You still beautiful, you still intelligent, but it's just that that woman with those big titties look a little better. I'm going to notice her before I notice you. That's all. It's all of the optics of the thing. Big titties. And then when I see you naked, if you got a hairy pussy, that's like a bonus. But, you know, when I was younger, that's what it was. You know, I just was all about the physical, you know, but I did grow up. I grew up, now I want more than physical. I want her to have a mind, right? Not just the physical, because the physical fizzles away. Let me say that again. The physical fizzles away. As some of you are finding out, especially those of you who are married because of the physical, because of the lust. And this happens to both men and women. You know, men marry women with the big titties, you know, the attractive bodies and the tight ass and, you know, the nice face and everything. But, you know, that woman gets old, right? She gets older. The titties start sagging. The ass is not quite as tight. Um, she might gain weight, actually, right? Um, she might get ugly as hell. You know, the physical is a depreciation over years. And I believe, and, you know, I'm going to go as far as to say I am positive that the divorce rate is so high because a lot of people are falling in lust. They're not falling in love. They're falling in lust because over the years, you know, you ask these people who, damn, how could they get divorced after 20 years? They've been married 25 years and they get divorced. That's because they married for lust. I don't believe in none of that bullshit. We just grew apart. Oh, yeah, we just grew apart. You know, the kids were gone and we just, you know, we didn't know each other again. That's bullshit. The fuck out of here. You know, when I hear somebody say that, I'm thinking, and if you ever say that in front of me, know this, that I'm thinking this one stupid motherfucker. You're going to spend 20, 25 years with the same person and do you want a divorce? Oh, I can't take it anymore. You know, we don't know each other. We don't know each other anymore. You know, we're different people. Get the fuck out of here. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard. You just tell, you know, I will respect you more if you just tell the truth. I'm married for lust. When I married her or him, they were fine as hell. They looked good. You know, they had a big dick and they could use it, and they had a big titties and whatever. They had it, but now they don't have it anymore, and I don't find them attractive anymore. That's all. It's really that simple. And a lot of people are getting married for lust. They are falling in lust, not love. And like I said, when I was younger, I'm not immune to this. I always, you know, you guys been listening to the show. You know, I have a thing for Jada Pinkett's mother. You know, I would love to do some things with her. I think she's a very attractive woman, and she's older. But I would love to do some things to her. But she's married, you know, so I gotta, you know, pull back. But you know, like Halle Berry, I would love to do some things with Halle Berry. But who's to say, when she gets older, she's not going to look the same. She's not going to be the same woman. So if I was to get with the Halle Berry, it would be for lust. It wouldn't be for love. It would be because I want to fuck her. It because I want to fuck her well, with her big titties and her fine ass. It wouldn't be because I love the kind of woman that she is or even gave a fuck. It because of lust. And that's what a lot of people are marrying for now, lust. Both men and women. Men are marrying women who are fine, got the nice titties, nice ass, and just looks very good. And women are worse. Women are always talking about how shallow men are and all men care about looks. Let me tell you something. There's no species that cares more about looks than the female human being. They care about looks to the T. If you're not a very attractive guy, chances are you probably won't get married, or it depends on what state you are. A lot of it falls into play as well. But you're not, if depending on what state you are, but normally you're not going to be the top breed. You're not going to be the top catch if you're not attractive. So if you're a fat motherfucker, you're ugly as hell, or you're stupid, or you just don't look good. A lot of women like short, tall men. You're a short motherfucker, you're going to have difficulty. And I know a lot of guys who are good guys, professionals, smart men, but they're short motherfuckers. So they have trouble getting women. You're 5'5", 5'6". Most women don't look at you. It's like the titties to us. Men like titties. Me, I like titties. I like hairy pussies. Women like height. And they like men being in shape. So if you're 5'6", and then you have a man that's 6'4", the woman is going to look at the man that's 6'4". A lot of you women out there, no, that's not true. If the guys, that's bullshit. Every woman looks at a tall man before they look at a short man. I'm not saying that women don't date short men, but they look at the tall man first. That's their preference. Tall, dark, and handsome. I never heard short, dark, and handsome. Never heard that shit in my life. Tall, dark, and handsome. Women get with guys because they look good. They have the six-pack. They're in shape. They have all their hair, what most guys do. Depending on the age, they're the attractive catch. And if they have a big dick, that's a bonus. If they can eat pussy, that's a bonus. It's all about the physical, all about the lust. That's why, if it wasn't for those blue pills, a lot of marriages, the divorce rate would be even higher, than it is. Because people are getting married for the wrong reasons. As I get older, I ask myself sometime, could I marry an ugly ass woman? A real ugly ass woman, but she's a good woman. She cooks and takes care of the kids, takes care of the house, and she's the perfect wife, the ideal wife that I dreamed about when I was a little boy. Everything about her is perfect except that she's an ugly motherfucker. She's ugly as hell. Could I marry her? I think about that shit. I really think about that shit sometimes. Ask yourself that. If you're single right now, if you want to get married, could you, and you're a woman, could you be with an ugly ass man? Could you get with now some of you, some of you do. Some of you are married to some real ugly motherfuckers. So you've already, proven your point that you love that person. Some guys, you marry some ugly ass women. I'm like, damn. Yeah, that's love there, boy. Shit. Shit. No lust there. That's love. Shit. And don't give me that bullshit talking about beauty's in the eye of the beholder. You know, there's some ugly motherfuckers around here that's married. So it does happen. You can get married for love, right? But how many people actually do? How many people actually get married for love? How many people actually get married for lust? Did you get married for love? Those of you who are married right now, be honest. Did you get married because you actually love the person that you're with? You know, or did you get married because you lusted the person that you're with, and later on you may have fell in love? But and that's what I believe. I believe a lot of motherfuckers fall in lust. You know, lust gets you to approach a person, not love. You have to be attracted to that person and be lusted for you to go, you know, and approach that person before love is even in the play. And a lot of you kept it going. You kept it going. You fell in lust and you were happy with that. Then later on, you know, 5, 10 years pass, you actually feel for the person. Some of you don't ever feel for the person. Some of you are always in lust, and that's all you're capable of being, in lust. You are the motherfuckers who get married and divorced after 20, 25 years because all you ever did, all you ever was capable of is lust, is being in lust. You were never capable of being in love. So how do we know what kind of person we are? Does it make us a bad person that we get married for lust? And a lot of you know that, you know, you want a man or a woman who's very attractive. But a lot of you, and it's funny too, a lot of times people who are not attractive want the most attractive people to get married to. That shit trips me out. You know, I see some women and they are very ugly, right? But they want the best looking men. You know, they want the Shamar Moores and the Denzels and the Brad Pitts and shit. You know, they want the top of the heap men, and they looking like Quasimodo's sister. You know, that amazes me. That ugly ass people usually like the most attractive people. Ain't that some funny shit? Ugly motherfuckers walking around desiring the most attractive people. That's some ironic shit. But that's what happens. Everyone is going after the most attractive people. And I want you to ask yourself, if you're, you know, not if you're married. If you're married, it's too late. You know, all you can do is say, damn, I got married for lust, and know what you have and just accept it. Or were you in love when you got married? But if you're not married, ask yourself if you are capable of being in love with someone. Are you capable of falling in love with someone, or are you just always meant to be in lust with someone? Think about that. Are you happy? Could you actually be happy with the perfect mate? Everything about that mate is perfect. Everything except they are not desirable physically. They are not attractive physically. You know, they're ugly, they're overweight, whatever the case may be. They are not a 10. They are not a 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, or 4. You know, they totally fucked up. But they're perfect in every other way. Could you be with someone like that? Could you be with an ugly motherfucker and be content? Or could you be with the most finest person on this planet, knowing that one day they will lose that physical appeal? It's going to happen sooner or later. Some it happens sooner than later, but they will lose it. They're not always going to keep that physical appeal. Would you rather be with that person and knowing one day that they will lose what you got with them for, the lust? Or would you rather be with someone who's not as desirable, and it don't matter if they get old, they're going to be still ugly as hell, but you're in love? which one would you pick? Which one would you pick? Which one, for those of you who are married, which one did you pick? Did you pick the one that you were in lust with? You know, the most attractive guy, the guy with the big dick, the guy that can eat pussy good and, you know, just overall attractive and tall, dark, and handsome and sexy? Or the woman with the big titties and the nice ass and the hairy pussy and suck dick good and just got good pussy? The woman who looks good. Which one did you pick? Which one did you pick? If you're not married, which one would you pick? Do you want to fall in love or do you want to fall in lust? I ask myself that question all the time. And a lot of people always pick lust. You know they do, because the divorce rate is through the roof. Because when people lose that physical appeal, they're no longer desired. You know, we're on different pages now. Yeah, they're not fine anymore. They're not a 10 anymore. They're not attractive anymore. That's the page. That's the page. Yeah, you don't look like you once did 20 years ago, so I gotta go. Can't be with you no more. And that's what usually why men, when they get divorced, most of the time, I'm not saying all the time, but most of the time they get younger models. You know, they leave the woman who they've been with for 20, 25 years, and they get divorced in their 50s or whatever it is, and they usually get someone who's 20 years younger. 20 years, 25 years younger. You know I'm not lying. You see the shit every day. You see it every day. So, you know, in my opinion, I think a lot of people are getting married because they're falling in lust. They're not falling in love. I'm not saying everybody is, but for the most part, no one is falling in love anymore. It's always falling in lust. Who looks good? Who's attractive? Who's the best looking person? Who's the best and most handsome and tall man? Who's the finest big-titted woman? It's all about looks. It's all about the desire. It's all about the heat and wanting to fuck somebody more than about love. So, ask the question again. Which one are you? Did you get married for love or lust? Tell the truth. It means nothing to lie to yourself. You know the truth. Did you get married for love or lust? And if you're not married, would you get married for love or lust? What are you looking for? What is your desire? Would you trade your happiness or your desire to be with a very attractive woman to be with someone who loves you to death, or a man that loves you to death if you're a woman? Perfect man, perfect woman, everything perfect about them except they're ugly as hell. They're not attractive. They're least desirable. Would you be with someone like that for the rest of your life? Or must you have that lust desire? The perfect person, the perfect woman, the perfect man, the one that is perfect to look at. But you're in lust with them. You're not in love with them. Which would you pick? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. And I'm not going to tell you what y'all pick. Because, you know, that shit I'm no different. It's something to think about. It's something to think about. You know, you might say the noble thing. Oh, no, I want to fall in love. I don't care about looks. That's bullshit. Let's just be real now. Keep it 100. It does matter. You know, do you fall in love or do you fall in lust? Which one do you pick? Anyway, hope you enjoyed tonight's episode. Be sure to check out any episodes you may have missed on my website. And I'm also on social media. I'm on Tumblr, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Threads. I got to start doing some stuff with that. That shit is, I don't know, it's kind of different. But anyway, I'm on social media. My old episodes, everything's on my website, which is www.thexyshow.com. You can find everything there. You can also contact me and send me a note and let me know how you are enjoying the show, or you give me some constructive criticism. I like that as well. Women, if you want to send me some naked pictures, that's fine as well. But all I ask is that you don't shave. All righty, so I will see you again Friday, and I want you all to remember, let's get through the bird months. I'm going to have me some wine. I'm going to have me some whiskey right now. It's kind of cold tonight, so I got to enjoy this shit while I can. I'm going to have me some whiskey tonight with a little eggnog, and get ready for tomorrow. That is all for tonight, and I want you always to remember that you cannot have love or lust without X and Y. Later.
You've been listening to The X and Y Show with your host, Roosevelt Colbert, the place where real relationship issues are talked about and addressed. Join us next time. You can now put your clothes back on. Or not.